And share with us, because somebody would look at you and say, oh, you know, he's so polished, like, you know, he's got it all figured out. You know, look at him, he's preaching everywhere, talking, you know, in all these forums.
Right.
What does that mean? Whatever you put on your Instagram profile, what does that mean?
A man who's been picked from the depths of despair. I mean, sometimes you look at a man and you think he's complete. Even as you look at me now, there are things I'm crying to God for.
You don't look like you're crying, you know. You look like you're well put together, but I get it.
When you look at the Manchester United goalkeeper, he looks brilliant on the outside until the match starts. What I just need to say that.
You just have to say
what I'm
that.
saying is,
we
just try our best with what we have. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not who I was 10, 15 years ago, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a set of battles where I am right now.
Right.
In fact, maybe the battles and the arrows I face are much stronger and bigger than the ones I faced 10 years ago. It's just that my level of firm ground has been assured.
Yes, yes.
So I came from a place where I felt I'm good for nothing. When my dad died, I thought he died too early before I was ready to take the reins of our family as a leader. You understand?
Yes.
My mom calls me Double A. Double A is my father.
Yeah.
You know, Apollo Alfred Wanguria. And it means, you know what, you're the leader of this family.
Yes, yes.
I thought that he died too soon and I wasn't ready. And at that time I was like, the shoes are too big. I felt inadequate.
How old were you?
I can't remember. I was still I just finished high school.
Okay.
I was in the UK at that time.
Okay.
Just fresh in the UK. And he passed on. And I felt, oh, will I fit into these big shoes?
Right.
And the moment you start feeling, I can't, you go into depression. I've had suicidal thoughts. Of course, it's in my book. It's nothing to lie about.
Yes.
You understand? But the journey, the scars that are now healed wounds are the reason I'm standing today. And that's why I go around the world by the grace of God to tell men, it is okay not to be okay.
Yes, yes.
But you will get there.
You'll get there.
The thing is, hold on one more day. Help is on the way. But the sad thing, men have what we call the personal battle, the family battle, societal battle. The society will not allow you to say, I'm tired. The society is not allowing a man to say, I need rest. You'll be told, why are you resting and kids need school fees? Why are you resting? In fact, let me say this. Do you know some of the men we call deadbeat fathers are not deadbeat fathers? It's just because you lifted the level a bit higher than his earning capacity, and when he tells you, please lower it a little bit until I get to a place where I can meet these terms and conditions, then you call him a deadbeat father.
Okay.
And it is sad when I see on TikTok people, they say annickering this man and saying, you know, that is a sign, that is the highest level of immaturity. When a woman does that, and I saw that on TikTok, you're forgetting, you may not like that man, but to the child, that man is a hero. Yes. It doesn't matter what you think. But also, yes, there are men who also must step up to the plate.
Yeah, definitely.
You cannot enjoy the sweetness of the intimacy and run away from the responsibility that comes out from you coming together.
Yes, yes.
And when I hear a young boy saying, but how did she get pregnant? Ask them, do you think you're pouring tomato sauce? So why are you acting surprised? You understand? Oops, what time is it now? Okay, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, it's good now.
So we need to get to a place, Betty, where men can come into a safe space. Not just noise all over social media.
Yes, yes, yes.
Not telling men being a man is hating on a woman. Being a man is slapping a woman. No, that's not being a man. That's being a boy growing in age, but not in wisdom and maturity. You know, and you tell men, and this is how you'll handle, because we feel that women have taken our position. So we start hating on the women. I disagree with that.
Yes, yes.
Look at women in 3 levels, and you'll understand they're not your enemies. A woman older than you, treat her the way you'd want another man to treat your father.
Yeah. Okay.
A woman within your age group, treat her the way you'd want another man to treat your wife. A woman younger than you, treat her the way you'd want another man to treat your daughter. If you can look at it that way, then you'll realize the woman is not our enemy. So who is our enemy?
Yeah, who is? I'm curious.
So we have been punching and saying women are taking our positions in the corporate sector. That's not the enemy. The enemy is within, is an identity crisis. We think A true man is a man who drives a big car. A true man has a six-figure salary. That is not the mark of a true man. You can have a man driving a big car but sleeping around like an NGO. Then you can have a man who wakes up in the morning from the slums of Nairobi, goes to look for casual labor, and comes back and takes care of his own. So it's an identity issue. And as a pastor, our true identity is in our revelation of Christ Jesus. Then you understand your mandate. What is your garden? Once you know your garden, you know then what you're supposed to do. Once you know your garden, God gives you your voice. Once you have your voice, you have a message. Once you have your message, you speak to the world.
Yes.
When you die, you'll have died a happy person.